All right, so now let's talk about the physics panel. If you take a look at it, you got two buttons up here, Add Active and Add Passive. Active is a movable object, and passive is an immovable object, so like a wall and whatnot. So after you've picked which one you need, you can change its collision shape. Convex hull is a less accurate representation of your object, but it has better speed and improvements. Mesh is pretty accurate to what the mesh looks like. It uses its actual mesh as the physics shape. But on slower computers, it will run slower. And if you go to simulate, you'll see that you can play the timeline, you can reset the playhead, and then under it, you can apply all the rigid bodies, or you can remove everything if you didn't like what was made. Let's go ahead and just, do something. So I'm going to drop a bunch of rocks here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this whole area over here. You don't need to grab the whole scene, just the area that you need affected. So I'm going to grab that too here. I'm going to hit Add Passive. All right, and now I'm going to drop a rock. Take this rock here. First thing I'm going to do is set it to Export True, because I don't want to select all the individual rocks. Then I'm going to add active to it. I'm going to hit Shift D to duplicate it. You'll notice that it snaps back. And the reason why is because the playhead is not at 0. So we can go ahead and go over here and reset playhead. And now everything is there. So Shift D, Shift D, Shift D, Shift D. Maybe I want to add some more. A few more, and that looks good. So let's go ahead and play. There we go. I dropped a bunch of rocks. And we can scrub through the timeline and take a look at what we like. I like that. It's not perfect, but, just for the tutorial's sake. Now what I can do is apply all rigid bodies. This may take a moment. All right. So now, timeline, no simulation. Now I can just hit export and sync inside of Unreal, and it'll all be there.